Hi, William. You've got a lot of different fonts going on, and it's really difficult. It doesn't look like you chose a headline, so you need to pick one. Um, and then you could just use visitnc.com. You don't have to have this whole link. This is, instead of quoting information from existing websites, it's just kind of creating your own headline and a little bit of text. Also some contact information like a phone number, that kind of thing. Right now, your ad still needs a lot of work. The images are kind of in the background and they're very hard to see. All the text is the same, and so your eye really doesn't have a sense of priority in which text to read first. You've included the official Appalachian Trail logo, and I really need you to create your own logo based on NC Tourism. Your ad kind of reminds me of the example I was showing in our work. I really want you to go back and read this page on good ad design that was part of that weekly lesson. This is the old ad and this is the new ad, and a lot of what is in the old ad reminds me of what you're doing. You've got small images, multiple images, and then the text is kind of in different fonts, and none of it really stands out. Now this ad has been simplified. The text is very simple. There's a very bold image in the background, a very dominant headline, organized secondary text with contact information and additional information. So we want to move your ad that is a little bit more busy like this to being a little bit more simple like this one. I hope that makes sense. When you do the second ad, if you want to send that to me earlier in the week, that's fine. I'm happy to critique it before the next deadline. But I really feel like you can simplify this and find some images that I think will really represent what you want to show. Go back and look through the other student samples that I attached. Let me see if I can get to those real quick in Moodle. I don't know if you looked at them, but I think it would be helpful for you to look at them and see what other students have done in the past. Let's see if that is downloaded yet. I think it's still downloading. Okay. Let me just open up a couple of these. I believe there are some that have to do with the mountains, and I'd love for you to see them. Okay, maybe there isn't, but anyway, these are all very organized. You can see what they have in common is one big dominant photo, a dominant headline. This one's very creative and has kind of a water effect to it. This one, the headline is the main thing you see. And then you see how they created their own logos, their own individual logos that relate to what you're looking at. The fish and the NC, the bunch of grapes. So I'm expecting to see a lot of changes for your ad for next week. If you have any other questions, feel free to call me or email me. Thank you, William.